Hello, Freedom Wing. This is Chaplain Matina. I hope this video message finds you and your loved ones well. I would like to share with you on this day, March 31st, a message of hope and a little bit of history of our country regarding an event that took place this day in 1931. Some of you may or may not have heard the name of Knute Rockne. For those who haven't, very simply, Knute Rockne was an All-American football player in 1913 for Notre Dame, and also became their football coach for 13 years from 1918 to 1931. On this day in 1931, tragically, he was killed in a plane crash, a TWA flight, with seven others that crashed in a wheat field in Kansas. And the significance of this is that as a result of his death, he was so beloved that there was a national outpouring of support whereby the mourning was so profound, and there was an outcry to determine what exactly caused the plane to go down. And as a result of his death and the death of the others, this outcry led to a demand for better standards to ensure for air safety and travel. So as a result, there was a complete overhaul and transformation of the airline industry. New practices, manufacturing, operation, inspection, maintenance, all different regulations, even how they did crash investigations, brought about this safety revolution that led from the dangerous flying to what became the safest type of flying. And that was a result of something that was tragic. Something good came about in the midst of such a tragic circumstance and the death of these individuals, including the very famous Knute Rockne. In the midst of the current pandemic, I truly believe there is hope and promise of this great hope for healing and something good to come about. We've already seen that in the fact that people have spent more time with loved ones, parents being with their children, perhaps more engaged with their studies. We've seen, of course, the incredible inspiration of doctors, nurses, first responders, police officers, and others who have risked their lives in the midst of such pain and suffering to bring healing and comfort to those who are infected and suffering with this virus. And we also have seen an incredible increase of people being socially connected. You know, one of the things we've all heard the term, we need to social distance, but that's not fully accurate. We're physically distancing ourselves, but socially, I believe there has been an opportunity, and people have seized on that opportunity, something good coming about in the circumstance to people who now have a lot more time to utilize that time to be connected with individuals through the technology. We've all complained, all yearned, I don't have enough time. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more hours. Now we have that time, and how we utilize it is the utmost importance. And some good things can come about in the midst of, yes, without question, the inconveniences, the anxieties, and that normalcy has not been our routine. And therefore, there is hope. And I like to share with you a scripture passage that is not only a passage that our brothers and sisters in the Jewish faith and the Christian faith find comforting, but a passage, a psalm from the Hebrew scriptures that many people of faith or no faith have turned to in times of need. And I share with you, therefore, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. In verdant pastures, he gives me repose. Beside restful waters, he leads me. He refreshes my soul. He guides me in right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk in the dark valley, I fear no evil, for you are at my side, with your rod and your staff that give me courage. You spread the table before me in the sight of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Only goodness and kindness follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for years to come. My dear friends, this psalm from the Hebrew scripture is a psalm in which the author is very clear in identifying the human condition. There is suffering. There are those dark valleys that we walk through. There are times of anxiety. And yet the author speaks about hope and trust. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for years to come. Only goodness and kindness will follow me. And it is my hope and my prayer and that of the chapel team that in the midst of these current circumstances that we are experiencing, that you will hold on to hope, that whatever brings you spiritual health, that you will utilize those resources, that you will be attentive to taking care of your spiritual health and well-being, in addition to your physical well-being. As I've seen a lot of people, more people outside exercising, which is a good thing, that you will take care of your social health, being connected to people as you maintain and monitor your emotional health and well-being. We will continue the chapel team that includes Chaplain Fuentes, Chaplain King, our superintendent for religious affairs, Master Sergeant Ramos, as well as our religious affairs airmen, Sergeants Cifuentes and Sergeant Marshall. Will continue to be a source of support for you, but more to come regarding that, as I will provide some additional helpful information on spiritual resiliency as we approach the upcoming April UTA. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. Be assured again of my support and prayers for you and your loved ones. And I hope the remainder of your day is truly blessed and peaceful.